Okay, I want to make this quick video about this camera slider that I want to make, which is a design. I'll put the link to the guy's website. This is his design, but you can see he's got wooden parts, and I want to make. Obviously, I've got a 3D printer, and I don't have a table saw or any, not many woodworking tools. So I just thought, let's 3D print it, right? Okay. And the thing is, what this is about is using like dovetails to join this stuff together. So you can see we've got this sort of complicated thing. You could print it all together, but you might as well make use of the different planes. The grain of the 3D print, right? So what I've done is that end piece I've split into these different parts. You can see, and now we would want to say for this one, print it like that. So it's so we've got the strength in the planes that we want, right? And presumably this one we would want to print like this here, like that, for instance, right? And if you when you're modeling the dovetail, just make it exactly the negative space exactly the inverse of the positive space, and you don't need to worry about tolerances at all. It works. It's a bit stiff. You might need a hammer to persuade the parts to go together, and they're not going to come apart. And if you're really if you're unsure, you put a bit of super glue in there, and it definitely won't come apart. But I found even just pushing them together, if you make the tolerances exactly on the money, as opposed to half a mil here for a hole or something like you normally would for like a screw, then if you make it exactly on the money, it all slots together really well. So that's it basically. It's a super quick video really, but it's just the fact that it's better printing it this way. It's going to put all the strength in the directions that I want, right? Because if I was to 3D print it like here, or it's just the layers would make the legs weak if I was to print it this way. It's sort of so by splitting it into parts and using this dovetail method, it just it solves that issue. So I'm quite excited about this project because I've wanted to build this slider for ages, and I've been thinking, I could use aluminium extrusions and stuff. And the problem with aluminium extrusion, expensive, right? Copper pipe, 2 meters of copper pipe, it's about like £22. I have to pick it up, unfortunately. So as opposed to aluminium extrusion, which is a lot more expensive. And obviously I had the 3D printer, so it's probably like, I don't know, £15 worth of plastic, maybe 20 or something. So it's like around £40, and then all the bits. That was my all the hardware, this threaded rod, which you can get from this place. I'll put the link to it. Sorry, it's all UK based, unfortunately. So this is where I get the threaded rod and the various other bits and pieces. Sort of bolts and stuff that I need for the stepper motors. That's about, it came to about £37 because there's quite a lot of stuff, and then about £6 for the skate bearings. So that's pretty cheap. I don't think you're going to get a motorized. Okay, there's the Arduino and the stepper motors and the stepper motor shield. I mean, all in, probably under 200 quid, maybe even less, maybe 250 or something. I can't, but it's considerably cheaper. I mean, to get something that's a slider, the same functionality, you're talking well over £1,000. And we have the advantage here that we can make this, instead of 1 meter, we can make it 2 meters. Try and find a 2 meter slider, because it's just copper pipe. I mean, they actually go up to 3 meter lengths, so you can have 3 meters if you want, but it's not very practical. I guess you can put them in the car. So I'm quite excited about this project, as we can tell. I'm just sort of buying the parts in phases, just because of my finances, and sort of fitting stuff together, checking the fit, and then the only problem I've found so far is I can't get the exact length here. I'm going to have to get a angle grinder, or maybe a Dremel, angle grinder really, I think, to trim. I've got that at 14 centimeters, and it's slightly less, so I'm going to have to grind 2 mil off, which will be the first time I've used an angle grinder. But I kind of thinking, how difficult, just safety goggles, how difficult can it be? So, and I've got the right length, these ones here. So I actually went for a 5 mil over. So that's it. It's, as I say, it's mainly about dovetail joints. And, just so. And I was considering dovetail joints in here, but I'll probably print this up on its end. So it's sort of like a U off the print bed, if you like, all in one piece. Similarly with these, I'll print them flat. So yeah, I mean, I was thinking about the dovetail, but I was thinking there's no point really for these ones because I'm trying to think. I could make these like flat planes, I guess. But I think for these ones, I'm just gonna, as I say, go with them printing like U's or on the print bed. Okay, that's it.